Hi, this is Sam from Edupass, and today we're going to go over how to register, log in, and to use the Teacher Edupass platform. To start, if you have an account, type in your district, username, and password. But if you don't have one of these, click the register button below. When registering, type in your school's district, given to you with the Edupass email. Type in your desired username. Type in your school's email. Type in your password. Then confirm that password. And then put in your Edupass access code. This code is provided to you by either an Edupass email or your school. To log in on the Edupass teacher account, simply type in your district, type in your username, and type in your password. Then click sign in. Once you've signed in, you see two things. The Invites panel on the left and the MyClassroom tab on the right. We're going to start with the Invites panel. On the Invites panel, in the top left, you'll see the Sign Out button. Click that to sign out. As you scroll down, you see the Search Students bar in white. Use this to choose students that you want to invite to your classroom. To do that, all you have to do is click on the bar and begin typing their name. You can invite students one at a time or multiple at a time. Then you have to add a message. To add a message, simply click on the Send a Message box. Type in your warm message. Then, assign an object to the invite. This lets our system know what the student is coming to do. So it can be a test, quiz, homework, or other. Then click Invite. You notice that the Invites panel clears and your invites are sent. You can see who you invited in the Invites tab, but we'll go over that later. Below, you'll see 3 circles with labels tests, quizzes, and assignments. As you invite students, or as students come to your classroom and leave your classroom with certain objects attached to them, your counts will increase. So, as we invite these 3 kids to our classroom, if all 3 come to our classroom and all 3 leave our classroom, we'll have 3 tests completed. The same goes for quizzes and assignments. So focusing on the MyClassroom tab, you'll see the students in your classroom, if there are any, but on the top, you'll see your current capacity. This is your custom capacity to your room that you can set if you want more students or less students. We're at 30 for now. So to change that, simply type in your desired room number and then click Update. If you want to make smaller changes, simply type in or click on the arrows on the side. Notice they go up in increments of 1. But in order to change the room, you have to click Update. Next, we'll move on to the Pending tab. The Pending tab is located between My Classroom and the Invited tab on the top of your screen. To get there, simply click it. This is where students that are on the way to the classroom are located, so you can see exactly who's coming to your classroom and when they said they were coming. Student cards can arrive in this through multiple avenues. Students can either search your name on their app and decide to go there, and then they're considered pending. Students can also end up in the Pending tab through your invitations. However, this is important. When you invite a student to your classroom, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're on the way to your classroom. a student has to see your invitation and then accept that invitation. Once a student accepts your invitation, then they're on the way to the classroom. This is a very important part to the Edupass system. So once a student has accepted your invitation or has chosen your classroom independently, they'll show up in the Pending tab. This means that they're indeed on the way to your classroom. Once they arrive, to check them in, all you have to do is click Present. Once you click Present, their card transfers over to the MyClassroom tab. And now, one of your spots is taken. Now, let's move on to the Invited tab, located between Pending and My Groups. In the Invited tab, you'll see all the students that you've invited to your room, with their name in the top left corner. Underneath is the time you invited them. And then on the right side, you'll see the test, or quiz, homework, or other that you assigned with the invitation. And then on the far right, you'll see the trash can, where you can delete this invitation if your invites are getting too full. Next, we'll move on to the My Groups tab, located on the far right of your screen, right next to the Invited tab. To get there, simply click on it. In the My Groups tab, you can create custom groups that you can share with other administrators, gather helpful information on, and conveniently invite the whole group to the class. Notice you'll have no groups made. Let's add a group. Simply click on Add Group in the middle, and then give your group a name. Now that you've made a group, click on that group's card, and now you'll see your group name on the top in the middle, a back button on the left, and then on the right you'll see the Invite All, which you can promptly invite all the students within this group. You can share this group with other administrators next to that, or delete the whole group if you need to. But now, let's just add some students. So click on the Add Student in the middle, and then begin typing their names. You can add as many students as you'd like to these groups. And then to add them, simply click Confirm. Now that your students are in your group, you can see a variety of things. Some students, you can see exactly currently where they are and what they're accomplishing. And some, if they're not checked in, have no information. Notice the Graphs button next to each student name. This, when you click it, lets you see a variety of statistics that each student has on them. For example, you see workload, the percentage of flex hour time spent on various activities. Priorities, the amount of time spent in each teacher's classroom in hours. Travel times, the average time spent between signing up and being confirmed in minutes. Invites, the number of invites accepted versus received by teacher. If a student has not visited any classrooms, you'll see underneath the graph that they simply have not visited any locations yet. This has been an introduction to the teacher side of Edupass.